WCBI Sunrise Saturday starts now.
All right, good morning, friends. I'm Allie Martin.
And I'm Sadie Morris.
Good to have you here, Miss Sadie. It is time for Sunrise Saturday. Today is October the 26th. We need a drum roll here.
We're getting close.
I know, there are only 60 more days until Christmas. It is getting close. That's like 2 months.
It is.
I mean, so it's getting really close. If you want to celebrate some other lesser known holidays, you can do that too. Because you think 2 months, it may be a little bit far off. Today,
we have some time.
Chicken Fried Steak Day. Do you like chicken fried steak?
Yeah, I do. Not bad.
Gravy or not?
Gravy's good.
White or brown gravy, does it matter?
I'd say white gravy, but brown's good too. I mean,
I used
work.
to go to Bonanza back in the day. It was a popular chain restaurant, and I would get the chicken fried steak and put gravy on it and then put ketchup on it and spread it off.
Ketchup with the gravy.
I know.
Hot take today.
I mean, I liked it.
Okay.
And I still like it, actually. It is also National Mule Day. Whatever that is, there's a day for everything. Hey, mules are important. It's also Pumpkin Day, and it is Hug a Sheep Day. I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, a lot of fun, I guess. You've already learned so much just in the first minute here on Sunrise Saturday, but there's so much more in store. We're going to hear from a local country singer and songwriter who is up for a big award this weekend in Nashville. A celebration taking place today in Saltillo, and we take you to a chili cook-off where my lovely wife and I were judges. All that and so much more, but first off, meteorologist Sadie Morris has a first look at your weekend forecast coming over here from Tupelo. It was nice.
Yeah, maybe a little fog as you're driving in this morning, but overall it's pretty nice. We have some clouds starting to build across Mississippi State, but really it's very clear. Plenty of sunshine. You can already see the tents on the live cam there for tailgating as it's 9 o'clock now, but that game starts in just a few hours. So we're getting close to game time. People are already tailgating this morning. We can't rule out a few isolated showers today. These are mostly going to be north of 82 though, so we aren't really expecting any to ruin any game plans. It would just be a few spotty showers if we do get just a few, but it's mostly going to stay to our north, closer to Corinth, Tupelo areas. But for here, it should be pretty nice. We're going to see that mixed sun and clouds for your Saturday. It's going to be a mild week ahead as well. Look at these temperatures start to drop off. For Saturday, we have that high of 86, so it's still going to be pretty warm, plenty of sunshine for your game day. But by Sunday, we're going to be a little more mild there, pretty cloudy as well as we go down to 80, and that's because we have a cold front starting to push through right now here for us in Mississippi. So across the area, we have some scattered showers associated with this cold front, but for us right now, it's staying pretty clear on the radar up where Tupelo is right now and more towards our northern viewing areas, starting to get that cold front pushing through. Temperatures right now are pretty nice as well. We're in the 60s, upper 60s for most of us, 65 in Columbus, 65 in West Point. Only in the 50s though, more towards our west and northwest there, 54 in Houston, 59 in Bruce. But take a look, we don't have any wind today. It's going to be very, very calm. Comfort index though, just a little sticky at times, but overall it's going to be a nice game day.
All right, thank you much, Sadie. Well, Lee County supervisors have hit the pause button on a proposed mobile home ordinance for county residents. In May, a revised mobile home ordinance was proposed. It was the first update to the ordinance in 30 years. It included a minimum 2-acre lot for new mobile home permits, minimum distance from another structure, and a 60-foot setback from the road. Recently, pushback from the public, especially on social media, caused supervisors to pause that process. A public hearing will be held soon on the issue. Board of Supervisors President Wesley Webb says there has been a lot of misunderstanding. And Chad Mills, a longtime mobile home dealer, says his future clients in Lee County would be impacted by the proposals.
We're not just going to come in and say, hey, you're not up to regulations, you can't do this. Until you apply for another permit, and you don't have to apply for a permit if you're already in place. And so you're grandfathered in, you're fine. We're not going to come, we don't want to kick anybody out of their place. We don't want to take your place away from anybody. We can't do that. The laws require us, we can't do that.
There are so many newlywed couples who their first home is a manufactured home. There are elderly people who sell their stick-built home to move back closer to their kids, live in a manufactured home. And there's some people who literally just can't afford $300,000 and $400,000 homes, and the manufactured home is the best thing that for the family to be able to afford.
So far, no date has been set for that public hearing on the mobile home ordinance. Of course, we will keep you posted. Well, Columbus City officials working to improve roads and intersections around the town. The mayor's office released a survey for the community to get feedback on what areas they think need improvement. The survey is part of the Columbus Safe Streets and Roads for All Safety Action Plan. Mayor Keith Gaskin says this is part of planning for the future.
This study will give us important data about what areas where there's high injury or high traffic fatalities, and what things that we can do to make our roads and streets safer for pedestrians throughout the entire city.
Now you can find that survey on City Hall's website. Well, now, if you live in the Louisville area, in a couple of years, you will have a new place to go for a play or a concert. Our Kamari Hamer looks at what the city is doing and what the building means to Winston County.
For many years, the historic Strand Theater in downtown has fallen into disrepair, but soon it will become what it once was, a center for entertainment for Louisville and Winston County.
In our long-term strategic recovery thoughts after the devastating disaster of 2014, we just can't get past that, it seems like. In those efforts, we looked at, hey, this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity to help with downtown, help with tourism, and help with our educational component.
Students in Louisville usually have to travel to Philadelphia or Mississippi State to see a play or a concert. Louisville Mayor Will Hill says the new addition will bring those cultural events closer to home.
How many times do you have opportunities in your local community to go see great entertainment? Also, we are a community with many schools and many churches, but having one true facility that belongs to the community. It's for everyone at any time. So again, it's going to be a continued work in progress, but right now the goal is the finish line of restoration, renovation, and establish a true municipal arts theater.
The mayor says it's about culture and convenience rather than competition.
We're not looking for the high school football mentality of being a competitor with neighboring communities. That's for high school football, not when it comes to the arts and good entertainment. Having that opportunity for headline events, ticketed events, or quality of life events that may just be for educational opportunities, recitals, pageants, things of that sort that could include all walks of life in our community.
Hill also says it could attract more people to the city of Louisville, which will help boost the city's income.
There's two aspects of economic activity or economic development that could come from having a municipal arts theater. One is the quality of life aspect. Being able to retain and provide opportunities, whether it's through school age or adults, having the performing arts, downtown vibrancy, creating a buzz around town. Then there's the tourism aspect.
Hill says the goal is for the Strand to be completed in 2026. Elementary students in Calhoun County getting a jump on figuring out what career path they may want to pursue. A special career fair geared toward 3rd and 4th graders brought hundreds of students to the MSU Extension offices in Pittsboro. Vendors from a variety of career fields were on hand talking with the students and demonstrating some of the skills it takes to do their jobs. We were there also, you see right there. Organizers of the career fair say it has to be a little bit different to keep the interest of the target audience.
All of our vendors brought things, goodies for the kids that age to love to do. We wanted to make interaction stations, and that's what we got. You can see every station has something that the kids can interact, touch, feel, they can explain and talk about.
And I got to visit with the students, as you see, and we're going to have more with those students a little bit later here on Sunrise Saturday. Always a lot of fun. Elementary students in Winston County got a lesson in safety and also meeting their community helpers this week. The Pilot Club of Louisville hosted Safety Town. Kindergarten, 2nd and 4th grade students in Winston County got an up-close look at an emergency helicopter, a fire truck, wow, look, that's cool, and law enforcement cruisers and ambulances. They also heard from police officers, EMTs, firemen, and other first responders about what they do to help in emergencies and keep their community safe. And each student left with a bicycle helmet.
In Pilot Club, our main focus is brain-related disorders, and that is preventive and traumatic. So we feel like that we can give out helmets, and that's going to prevent children from having a traumatic brain injury. So therefore, it just blossomed. We've been doing this for over 5 years, and it just blossomed into this big event where we have multiple people that involve safety for our children.
Safety Town was held at the Louisville Coliseum. More than 700 students were part of that event. Well, in Lowndes County, a night of fright is helping to make Christmas bright. Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says there are more than 200 foster kids in the county. His office is teaming up with the Community Benefit to Communities to provide a Merry Christmas with a little help from a scary Halloween. Lieutenant Rhonda Sanders says that the haunted house takes about 4 weeks and around 60 volunteers to set up. Lowndes County Sheriff Eddie Hawkins says the haunted house also benefits the Trustee Inmate Work Program. The giving opportunities continue for area residents who want to help out.
Our plans are to make gift boxes and put them into local businesses, and people can donate toys, or you can donate to Community Benefit Committee. And we will use those toys and the money to go towards the Christmas drive for these kids. We want to be able to touch as many people as we can here in Lowndes County. Maybe it's, financial, or just giving kids a reason to give back.
And the goal is to raise around $20,000. Admission fee is $10. Haunted House is open on October 26th, that is today, the 29th, 30th, and Halloween night, the 31st. Well, it is a fall family favorite in North Mississippi, Disney on Ice. This year's show, Into the Magic, is coming to the Cadence Bank Arena in Tupelo, November 14th through the 17th. It's a chance to see your favorite Disney characters and to relive some of your favorite stories. WCBI and Fox 4 are giving you a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to one of those shows. To enter, just go to WCBI.com/contest. Winners will be announced on November the 8th. And that is always a fun story to cover. Well, coming up, a fun fall day in Saltillo. We'll have all details straight ahead on Sunrise Saturday. Don't go anywhere. All right, friends, welcome back to Sunrise Saturday. A big event today in Saltillo, the Scarecrow Festival. Joining us now, Stephanie Shields, to tell us more about it. And what is your title, Miss Stephanie?
I'm president of Saltillo Main Street this year, so we're really excited to bring the 3rd Annual Scarecrow Festival from 10 to 3 today. And we have so much going on. We got over 70 vendors.
That's a lot.
Yeah. There'll be down Mobile Street along our historic downtown, along with our shops that are already open on Saturdays. There'll be a food truck row. We have probably about 15 different food trucks with different varieties. There'll be a trail of treats that the kids can come trick or treat and get candy and have balloons. We'll have a kids area. There'll be a petting zoo that's no cost. We have inflatables, train ride. Those will be armband. Then new this year, we have the YMCA, the Mid-South Division, is bringing their Y Without Walls. It's called Y on the Fly. And they will be on the yard where we have the farmers market, and they will have all kinds of free activities for the kids, to include a 3D printer, make their own smoothie bar, books to take home, and giant yard toys and games, and so we're really excited about that.
All kinds of stuff. And this is a big event for the area. What does this mean for the community?
Well, it brings all the community out, and it's kind of like our fall festival for our town, and then it just brings our community out. We're going to have a bake-off. We've tried to reach all the ages. There'll be a silent auction going on in the hall. We've got some artwork in the hall. So it really just brings all the kids together, families together, and just something that we can get out and just socialize and have a good time and enjoy each other.
And it's a Scarecrow Festival.
Yes.
So will there be scarecrows?
Yes, all of our downtown is decorated with scarecrows.
We got a couple right behind us and stuff.
There's even been some some of our other businesses have entered a scarecrow decorating contest, and those are going to be announced during this festival as well.
Oh, good. So you have the winners and
Yes,
everything.
yes.
And of course, it's coming to that time of year. We're coming up to starting the Christmas shopping season.
Yes.
So what an opportunity for people to come downtown. Y'all have a lot of unique vendors, some boutiques and nice shops here. An opportunity for people to see what y'all
What we
have here
have,
in
yes,
Saltillo.
this is what we consider the front porch of our town. So we're excited to have the community come out.
And tell us again, it starts here right after the show ends
Yes.
from 10 until what time?
3 p.m. The trailer treats is 10 to 1, but everything, all the other festivities will be from 10 to 3. You can come have lunch and trick or treat and let the kids play and see neighbors and have a great time.
And so if you want more information, is there a website or a Facebook?
Yes, we have Saltillo Main Street on Facebook, and all the information is there.
Very good. And of course, you want to, bring some money for some stuff, but to get in, it's free.
Yeah, there's no admission charge. You can walk through the vendors. You can, go to the trailer treats. We'll have a dunking booth. Like I said, there's music going to be down at Thompson Social. That's no cost. So you can come and do a lot and not spend any money if you don't want to.
That's awesome. So starts right after the show from 10 until 3 o'clock. Downtown Saltillo, you can't miss it. Sounds like an awful lot of fun because you all have a lot of really good stuff going on here in Saltillo.
Yes, we're trying to build a great community spirit and make it a town that everybody wants to stay in and live in and be able to know your neighbors.
Very good. All right, from 10 to 3 right here downtown Saltillo. You don't want to miss it. The 3rd annual Scarecrow Festival. All right, we're going to have more Sunrise Saturday on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere.
Your WCBI First Alert Forecast with Sadie Morris.
Well, good morning, and thanks for sticking with us on your Saturday. We've got a big game here, 11:45 against Arkansas for Mississippi State, and we already see we've got plenty of people walking along, some tents set up, and it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous game. A bit on the more warm side, but it's going to be very nice. And here in Vernon, a bright blue sky, absolutely gorgeous weekend ahead. We're still going to be pretty warm, not quite as warm as we were yesterday, but still 86 is our high today. We've got a mix of sun and clouds, mostly sunny though. We are going to be pretty warm, but a mild week is ahead as we have a cold front that's going to make its way through this morning. Temperatures are dropping right now, but really it's going to stay mild. 65 is what it is currently here in Columbus, 68 in Starkville. So for those at the tailgates already, it's very mild and nice. Even in the 50s for some of us to the north, 58 in Iuka. Dew point wise, we are a little bit sticky today. There's dew points in the 50s and 60s as well, really across the board. So we are a bit sticky. It's noticeable. So it's going to feel a little hotter than it is, but overall it's still going to be very nice. We're not in that uncomfortable range for your weekend, more in just that noticeable stickiness. So for us here in Mississippi, nothing we aren't used to. Clouds and radar wise, we have that cold front starting to make its way through now right here towards northern Mississippi area, really along that Tennessee border, which is why in Tennessee we've seen a lot of scattered showers this morning. But for us at home, we're pretty clear. High temperatures across the board. 86 is your high in Columbus, 87 in Jackson, and really across the area in those mid to upper 80s. Even on the coast, 87 in Mobile. More towards our north, we're seeing a little bit cooler, more fall-like temperatures. If you are planning on getting outside today, maybe going to that Mississippi State game, around kickoff will be in those upper 70s into 81 by noon. A bit of a breeze out of the west, but it will be very nice and mild. We up to the 80s though by 1 p.m., 85 there by 2 p.m. So it's going to be pretty warm for the game, but today is going to be that warmest day of the week. We have 86 for your Saturday. It's going to be sunny and warm, but by Sunday, dropping down after that cold front pushes through to 80. It's going to be mild, a bit cloudier for your Sunday. So rain chance wise, here is what we are looking at. Saturday and Sunday, we're at 20%, so not too bad for that. Just a few spotty showers are possible, more towards our northern viewing areas. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be clear. It's Thursday and Friday we bring back that chance of rain, but taking a look at your forecast, it's going to be very nice in those 80s across the board, overnight lows in the 50s and 60s.
All right, welcome back to Sunrise Saturday. We have two very special guests with us. We have Scott Burns, 7 Days for the Troops, and Miss Leah Rose, singer, songwriter extraordinaire. And I understand tomorrow you're going to be at an award ceremony. We had talked about it earlier this year, but bring us up to date.
Yes, I've been nominated for 3 Josie Music Awards, which is the largest independent music awards show in the world, so that's very awesome.
That's a big deal.
Yes, I've received a nomination for Social Music Social Impact Music Video of the Year, Song of the Year, and Rising Star of the Year. So very exciting.
Tell us about the song.
The song was Send Me. It was a song that I wrote to help 7 Days for the Troops. Half of the digital proceeds do go to help our veterans through 7 Days for the Troops. And we're just raising awareness for their cause.
Right, and of course we've had both of y'all on the show before, and you were doing some of the song, and so Scott Burns, founder of 7 Days for the Troops, this is a really cool way. What you do takes a lot of resources, a lot of money, so this is a great way to raise money and to pay tribute to our troops.
It really does, and the fact that a person like Leah Young and a really great artist thought enough
and she dresses cool too.
And she does,
look at that.
yeah,
Bling.
she does dress very cool. But she thought enough to write a song with the proceeds going to go to help 7 Days for the Troops in our mission. And we've been able to do a lot of great things through 7 Days for the Troops because of donations. But when somebody goes above and beyond like this, it helps us really reach out there and do even more.
And most of our viewers probably know, but tell us quickly what y'all do.
7 Days for the Troops does anything from, we just paid the funeral arrangements for a veteran who's lost their young son. Right. We've done tiny homes for veterans. We pay utility bills. We try to fill the gaps in veterans' needs.
Right, absolutely. So, Ms. Leah, of course, you wrote the song, and it's kind of targeting the Vietnam-era veterans.
Yes.
But how did you hook up with Scott and stuff? Because it's a great partnership.
Well, actually, I've been performing at Scott's Tupelo event for probably about 7 years now.
That's right, in the mall. He was in the mall, but he was outside this last year.
Yes, it was very warm this last year. But this past year, we just ended up writing a song. Inspiration struck us on 4th of July of all days, and so we just called Scott up. Me and my dad, we co-write together. We called Scott up and offered him this, and we were just, hoping to help 7 Days for the Troops the best we could.
Awesome. So the results, we'll know the results tomorrow night sometime?
Yes, I will be at the awards show tomorrow night. Okay. I'm sure I will be updating my Facebook first thing in the morning. It's supposed to be a long night.
Okay. So folks can, what's a Facebook? How can folks keep up with all that?
I will be on Leah Rose Music Facebook and on Instagram as well, Leah Rose Music.
That was Mike Armour. Don't pay any attention to him. All right.
Those kids.
I know, right? Hey, Mike is a mover and shaker, though, in state government. So tell us, Scott, you're also doing something Tuesday. You've got a lot going on.
We do have a lot going on. We were planned on doing a 7 Days for the Troops event in Jacksonville, North Carolina before the hurricane hit. Right. And then after the hurricane hit, we decided we can't go to an area and just collect money to help veterans. We want to do something to help all the ones affected by the hurricane. So we've already been able to take one semi-truckload of hurricane relief supplies through our efforts with 7 Days for the Troops. But when we go back on Tuesday for our event, we're taking, the main goal is to take buddy heaters. It's starting to get cold, and that was one of the things that were requested. So when we leave out at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, we're hoping that we have a truckload, trailer load of little buddy heaters.
And how can folks help out with that?
If people want to help out with that, give me a call, 662-401-3349, and we are hoping to load those up and be on the road by 2 o'clock on Tuesday so we can meet up and get those. If you want to make a monetary donation, we'll purchase those, and right now we've got about 20 heaters committed. We'd like to take at least 35 to 50. And so if you want to help out with that, please don't hesitate to give us a call.
And you're going to be taking part in that too, right? What are you going to be doing there, Ms.
Yes, Scott will be there November 1st through the 7th, and I will be there on the 7th performing at his tower from 10 to 12, which he comes off at 12 p.m. And I will be live streaming that performance on my YouTube, Leah Rose Music. Okay. So please go check that out, because if you hear a song you like, you can Cash App or Venmo me. All the details are on my Facebook, Leah Rose Music. But any donations we receive during that time will go directly to 7 Days for the Troops to help with hurricane relief.
Very good. Awesome. So a lot of stuff going on. Y'all keep us posted about how things go tomorrow night. We're going to certainly be praying for that. And of course, we'll be updating folks. Keep us posted how the North Carolina relief efforts go. And when you get back, we'll do some stories on that. How about that?
Let's do it. Thank you,
Very
Alex.
good. All right. Thank you all. And we'll have more Sunrise Saturday on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere.
Well, even though we're in those upper 80s today, we've got a cold front pushing through right now across the entire southeastern region, really. But right here for us, more towards Tupelo, northern parts of our viewing area. And so a lot of the showers are going to stay to our north, though, associated with this. But it is going to drop our temperatures. Tomorrow's high only around 80, maybe even in the upper 70s for some areas. But it's going to be a nice week. We can't rule out some rain for Saturday and Sunday there, more towards our northern areas. But Thursday and Friday is when we're bringing in that isolated shower chance again.
No.
Just in time for Halloween. It's so sad, right?
I see the graphic there. You got the pumpkin and the black cat. That kind of looks like Peanut. Peanut the cat, remember?
Yes.
My cat, Peanut. I'm going to bring her back here. And
I can't wait.
She's such a sweetheart. So 30% maybe on Thursday. They have a lot of course, Halloween stuff and trunk or treat and fall festivals. So just be prepared.
Yeah,
I mean,
be prepared. We're going to keep
have your
watching it,
umbrella.
but there's a good chance you can see some rain, even if it's just a little bit. But
And you know what? The little rain won't hurt.
It won't. We haven't had any all of October. We need it.
Right. All right. We have more Sunrise Saturday on the other side of the break. We're not done yet. Don't go anywhere.
Your WCBI First Alert Forecast with Sadie Morris.
Well, it's 9:38 on your Saturday. We do have some isolated shower chances, mostly north of US 82 that are possible today, but those will be very scattered, very light. For most of us, we'll see plenty of sunshine for your Saturday and through the rest of the weekend. We have a very mild weekend ahead as well, even after the week as well. So it's going to be very, very nice. Mississippi State right now, we have just a few clouds in the sky, but overall, it's very nice. We already have plenty of tailgates setting up for the game against Arkansas later this morning. We have a really nice morning to start us off in the 60s and even Starkville now at 70, so pretty warm but not necessarily hot, which is nice. We do have a bit of a stickiness though in the air. It's not super humid, but the dew points in the 50s and 60s definitely keeping us where we can still feel a little bit of that humidity, but nothing we aren't used to here in the south. But we do have that cold front pushing through right now across the entire southeastern region. For us at home, that means we have some scattered showers to our north, and as this cold front makes its way through over these next few hours, we can't rule out a few of those scattered showers will follow us here, but it's going to stay mostly nice. We'll be pretty warm today, lots of sunshine keeping that heat on. It'll be 86 degrees for your Saturday, but once that cold front really makes its way in effect here, your Sunday will be 80 degrees. It's going to be mild, a bit cloudy as well. Our average high around this time of year is 75, so we're going to be above average for a majority of the week, sitting in those lower 80s for most of us, 80 for your Sunday, and really 80s across the board, even for your Halloween there at 83 degrees. Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us on your Saturday. We've got a bright blue sky at Mississippi State right now, looking on our live cam. Just a few clouds off in the distance, but overall, plenty of sunshine for us. Tailgating already starting to kick off for that game against Arkansas at 11:45, and conditions right now are gorgeous across the board. In Columbus, a bright blue sky as well on our Bill Russell Ford live cam. Absolutely stunning weather for your weekend. It's going to be pretty warm, though. We're already up to 70 in Starkville. A little bit of a breeze, but overall, it's pretty calm for most of us. And 64 in Tupelo, 63 in Columbus, and those upper 60s for Oxford. Also have that game against Oklahoma this morning, so it's definitely going to be warm for us, though. Our high temperatures today, upwards of those 80s. 86 is that high in Columbus, 87 in Jackson, but where we have that cold front pushing through, you can really see it's got that defined temperature difference there. 70s to our north, 75 is the high in Memphis, so a little bit cooler, and we're going to bring that cooler weather with us here for the rest of the week. But for now, we are pretty sticky. We have that noticeable comfort level here as far as the dew points go, and it is a bit humid. We're not in that uncomfortable range, but we will still feel just a little bit hotter than it is. Kickoff at 11:45 for the Arkansas game here in Starkville. It's really going to be nice. In the 70s during kickoff, upwards of the 80s though by the game time. When that game ends, 85 by around 2 p.m. So Saturday is going to be our warmest day here, 86 degrees. We're not as warm as we were yesterday, but still pretty hot. But by Sunday, we're going to cool off quite a bit with the help of that cold front pushing through. 80 is our high tomorrow. It's going to be a bit cloudy as well. Now let's take a look at our rain chances. We haven't had much measurable rain at all in the month of October. Your Saturday and Sunday with that cold front pushing through, we can't rule out a few spotty showers. Those will mostly remain to the north of US 82 though, so for many of us, we shouldn't see any rain at all, and if we do, it'll be very brief and spotty. Now most of your week as you start off the week is going to be dry. It's Thursday and Friday we bring in that rain chance again, and I know we don't want that rain chance for Halloween, but unfortunately there is a potential we could see some. Now as we look to our future clouds and radar, we have that cold front. It's making its way through here throughout the afternoon and into the evening on Saturday. That's building some clouds in for your Sunday evening and into Monday morning, but we stay pretty dry for the rest of these next few days. Clouds are really the main picture for us. And you look to our 7-day, it's Halloween. We can see that rain chance return, but in the 80s across the board, overnight lows in the 60s.
All right, thank you, Sadie. Well, earlier in the show, you saw the story about a unique career fair for elementary students in Calhoun County. Here now are some more highlights with students and a teacher. We talked about what news people do all day, what students would wear to fancy functions, and some other fun stuff. Take a look. Do you have any idea what you want to be when you grow up?
NFL player. A football player. A nurse.
What do you think news people do?
Tell about the crimes and the weather.
But we do more than just tell about crimes. We do fun stuff like interviewing Calhoun Academy Cougar kids. That's fun, right?
And I have a story about a chicken.
What's your story about a chicken?
So we have a chicken named Jaybird. She's 5 years old. And we had this coyote. It was up behind her. And it almost got her.
You didn't get her, though?
No.
What's your favorite subject?
Math.
Math, awesome. What's 2 times 2?
4.
What's 4 times 4?
4, 8, 12, 16, 16.
That's right. Okay. I have to do the same thing. So tell me where you would wear that vest.
To a fancy dinner.
All the girls are like that.
I'm not paying. I'll pay you.
You wouldn't pay for the dinner?
Got you.
Maybe if you wore that, they'd let you in for free. Miss Emma, why'd you pick the cheetah jacket?
I just love cheetah print. I don't know.
It looks great.
Thank you.
So what grade are you in?
I'm in 10th.
10th grade, okay. So tell us what you're doing. You're taking the groups around, right? Okay?
Yes, sir.
And y'all are taking them table to table, making sure they all stayed together so far?
They
no
have.
one's gotten away from you and gotten up in the fire truck or anything?
No, not yet.
Why is this good to have this kind of career fair for these kids, you think?
I just feel like it gives them a greater opportunity to realize what they might want to do whenever they get older, and they have to pick a job one day.
Do you ever watch the news?
Yeah, sometimes.
What do you think news people do?
Tell about the weather and stuff and what happens.
The weather and what happens. We get to go and interview people at the Calhoun County Career Fair. I don't have any candy. I got from over there.
My sister and my mama and my daddy.
And how about cats? Do you like cats?
Yes, but my mama's allergic to cat hair.
Oh, no. I'm going to put more cats on the news. I'm going to put cats on our show. How about
So
that?
my mama can't get around cats.
That's so sad. And tell us about the jacket that you have on. That's a really cool jacket. Where'd you get that?
This is your jacket, and I borrowed
right.
it from your table. Thank you.
So why'd you pick that one?
I just like the pink. I looked for a Vardaman Ram blue one, but I didn't find one, so I just grabbed the pink one instead.
It's royal blue,
It's
right?
royal
That's
blue.
the colors.
Uh-huh,
Okay,
just
I
like
have
that.
one, but I didn't bring it today. You're the reporter, so ask me some questions.
What do you do at the news?
I go out every day and I get to interview people about some interesting things that's going on in their lives. So that's why I'm here at the career fair today to interview 3rd and 4th grade students about the career fair and what they want to be when they grow up.
Do you have fun?
This is really fun, especially on days like today when I get to see a lot of kids, because y'all are fun. Y'all are trying on my jacket, so that's fun. So days like this are especially fun, yes.
Do you like being a news reporter?
Yes, I've been one for a long time, and if you really like what you do, it's not like work. So most days are super fun. Sometimes we cover some stuff that's kind of sad, but most days we get to do fun stuff like this, and we always want to show Jesus wherever I go. So yes, it's always fun. Now I want to thank Laura Brower at the Calhoun County CTE for inviting me to be part of that career fair. It's always a blast. Now next week we're going to hear from folks in Monroe County, students who are at a career fair on Thursday. So be sure you're watching Monroe County next Saturday. All right, sports is next. Don't go anywhere.
We had a great night of End Zone last night. Let's get out to the highlights from our Game of the Week.
WCBI's High School Football Game of the Week is brought to you by Carl Hogan Toyota in Columbus.
This Toyota Prius got me there in style. Thank you to our friends from Carl Hogan Toyota. My guy Chris ended up hooking us up. Had some CarPlay, some leather seats. It was a fantastic ride. Go get yourself one at Carl Hogan Toyota. All right, Itawamba visiting the Shannon Red Raiders. We start with the first drive for the Indians. John Austin Wood. He would get sacked. Nick Owens for Shannon coming up with the big-time play. But now the Itawamba defense, they would not just roll over early. Indians forcing a fumble. Dakeem Bailey comes up with the recovery, and Itawamba is in business. And the Indians would take advantage of Shannon's mistake. The drive ends with this John Austin Wood touchdown, cashes in the hard way, 7-0 Itawamba. And now the Indians trying to add to that lead, still 7-zip, and Wood ends up getting hit by Donovan McGaughey. He fumbles. Guess who falls on it? Nick Owens. Who else? Shannon would take over, and the Red Raiders would end up winning this game 44-17. All right, let's see some scores from the evening. Oxford over South Haven, 35-14. Lafayette falling to West Point, 41-11. Saltillo to Olive Branch, 35-28. Grenada falling to Center Hill, 28-14. New Hope beating Clarksdale, 36-20. North Pontotoc over Byhalia, 46-12. And Louisville beating Mendenhall, 28-20. Pontotoc falling to Corinth, 35-16. Philadelphia beating Eupora, 27-20 on Friday night. Calhoun City topping the Water Valley Blue Devils, 56-3, big win for MD Jennings. All right, that's it for sports. We'll be back.
And finally, it is the season for fall festivals and trunk or treat events at local churches. Look at that, chili, cake, and cats. You can't go wrong. This past Sunday, my lovely wife and I were judges at the Bethel Church Fall Festival Chili Cook-Off. There was lots of great tasting entries. There was also music, a cakewalk, lots of sweet treats. And look, I even got my face painted. See, what do you think of that, Sadie? Yeah, I did the little cat thing. And after the fall festival, there's some kids. Look at that little girl looking up at me.
Sweet.
My lovely wife and I, we had to go to Walmart, and she didn't want to walk around with me, but I took a picture of it. And then I saw a purple and white cat, so I had to take my photo with that cat. Thanks to Bethel Church and all the churches who will be hosting events this coming week. And you're saying that there could be some rain for some of those events, so plan accordingly, right?
Yes, there's some spotty showers that are going to be possible really Wednesday night into Thursday, and then a bit even on Friday. So we're going to keep tracking it out for y'all, but really we do expect there could be some spotty showers. So make sure you're rainproof in the Halloween costumes. Don't want anything to get ruined if it does end up raining. But we've lasted the entire October with no measurable rainfall.
It really hasn't rained at all.
No, it hasn't. We have not had a single drop of measurable rainfall yet. So we still have that possibility of some isolated showers, really more towards our northern viewing areas today. But those will just be pop-up showers, not even enough to make it,
nothing during during the game, right?
No,
nothing over there a few minutes away over there in Starkville. Yep. Well, you have some special guests visiting you, and I think we're going to get a quick shot of him. Sadie's parents are in town. Look, y'all wave. Now, what's their names again?
This is Christine and Jason.
Christine and Jason, all the way from Indiana, outside of Indianapolis.
Correct, yes,
right?
We live right outside of
Okay, and they've got the MSU shirts on. They're doing the MSU swag, representing and stuff. So they're going to be going to the game, I guess, right?
Yeah, they are. They came down for the game, had a little parents event last night, so that was really fun. We went to that.
Oh, good.
It's been a fun little parents weekend, for sure.
That's right, that's right. And they were showing the picture of me and the purple cat there. But yeah, so having your parents in, they were watching you do the weather and stuff, and everything went so smooth. And they probably saw the show that's the funnest hour on local
yes,
TV.
I think we win, right?
Right.
Our Saturday mornings.
They probably don't have anything like this in Indiana.
I don't
or
think so.
especially where anyone wears this.
No,
right?
not as fashionable as you, Alex. Never. For sure. Always keeps it fun.
Hey, it's not easy being me. I'm glad your parents are in town. Hope they have a blessed rest of their visit. And thank you all for spending part of your Saturday with us. We'll see you later.